colors and the blue shorts. The camouflage look for the Win FC as we get going here. Again, if you're new to Baller League, we play 2 15-minute halves with 3 minutes to play, and each half will have a game changer, which will alter the way the game is played for the remaining minutes. So far, Midnight Wizards top of the table. Level on victories with Super Niños, as here's the strike from long distance, and a decent attempt there from Manuel Juarez. Now Starikov, and goes early. It's a nice forward pass, played with real intent into Cachabue. Turns and able to really get playing, and emerging at pace here is Ivan Arenas, but he loses out in midfield. Just marshalling the ball out of play there is Luis Morguillo, who is the wild card. Both sets of teams, and every team in Baller League has 10 players on their listed roster, and they can field as many as 2 wild cards, bringing in players from elsewhere. Here's Martinez. Going back with the goalkeeper, Rodrigo de la Terga, who, it's sort of interesting, we've seen quite a few goalkeepers get involved in scoring. De la Terga has an assist. He'll have to play this one off his own goal line here. Lifted forward and nobody really there. You see Juan Arango on the right side for the Win FC. 45 years of age, the Venezuelan, 129 caps in his career for Venezuela. Many goals down the years for Borussia Mönchengladbach, for Mallorca, for Monterrey in Mexico, Pachuca, Puebla, and Tijuana as well. Sort of take chances to track runners and then get involved in the attack. He's closing down towards Cachabue, who lifts it forward and rather easily taken care of there by De La Terga in goal. There's Arcangel watching on. Instagram Live going as well for Midnight Wizards. We saw Ronaldinho here last week. It's just one of those things you can't help but be overawed by the incredible legend that is Ronaldinho. Poking forward there, Morguillo does go out for a restart. Again, there are no throw-ins in Baller League. We do the kick-ins, have to be below the knee as well. The Wizards are able to really get that free-flowing attack going here in the early stages. Have scored 11 goals so far in the competition. Only Speed United and Super Niños have more. Forward by Reinares, and the header is central, helped on from Martinez in the volley. It's high and wide target there from Cachabue. Able to keep that one on target. We are watching your comments in the chat, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, as it's turned over and a real chance here, and then closing down goalkeeping. Exactly what was needed there as Malika Menana was really barreling in on goal. De La Terga has actually stayed down on the back end of it. Here again is that giveaway that leads to the chance. It's got to come out, throw that right boot towards it. Confusion here as the ball did hit the ceiling as it was cleared out of that penalty area. Arango is over the free kick. Is he going to hit it from here? He's pointing. I think the issue here is that there's no distance between the ball and the one man that's standing in the way, Cachabue. I think Arango wants to have it hit. He's looking towards goal. Does strike it. Arango and Matias Reinares had it tracked the whole way. And here goes Starikov. Played forward. Reinares closing down. Will be a corner, which, if you're new to Baller League, there are no corner kicks. Instead, 3 cumulative corner kicks results in a penalty kick. So we have the 1 on the board, which goes in the favor of Midnight Wizards. De La Terga taking the chance to go direct. Unable to control that one was Morguillo, the wild card for this one. Reinares, who has both a goal and an assist, scored a brilliant goal on the halfway line last week. Forward into Starikov, nice combination play with Charella, and the save required from De La Terga. Charella doing well to get forward. De La Terga has been up to the challenge so far in the goal for the Win FC. Outscored 8-2 in their last 2 matches. Sliding challenge, well won there. Juarez getting stuck in. Reynades. Nice first time ball. And plenty of space to get forward here from Menana. Declines that shooting option. Keep playing. And there's that first time hit from Zamora. On we play. De La Terga under pressure, had to find that quick ball out into Arenas, turned over, and the follow-up effort from Rafa did take a deflection, so it is given as a corner, which means there are now 2 in the favor of Midnight Wizards. Here's that earlier save required from De La Terga. Fantastic there from the goalkeeper. But for the Win, in danger of giving up the first goal of the game, the concession of the next corner. Martinez. And now turned over, here's Arango. Elects to square it, Arenas couldn't get turned. Too much traffic around him. Now here's Guido. Into that penalty area, just a bit too much run on that slip ball in behind. Arango is now on it. Just directing a run beyond him, but electing to hold his position there. Was Juarez. Feeling he was shoved. Referee unmoved. Well controlled here in that forward area by Morguillo, who tries some long distance, and that one well off target.
Good.
Didn't even go out for a goal kick. Sterikov has to play it in the corner. Reynades. The instructions coming from that dugout. Lifted forward. Well-timed run there ahead of that offside line. Turned over, Sterikov. Fires just wide. Eugene Sterikov has already got 6 goals in the competition so far, 2 in every game. Arenas. Well played forward. Nice combination play on that right side, but Arenas turned it over. And on the turn, there's the opening goal of the night. Rafa firing into the corner. And Midnight Wizards continuing their brilliant start to Baller League. They have the lead. His first goal in Baller League. And you can see the ideas to play, but you give the ball away in a bad area, and Rafa takes advantage and laces one beyond De La Terga, who's been up to the challenge so far, but no saving that one. Well struck. Now for the Win, once again finding themselves behind. Well played through that traffic there from Juarez. And thinking about a hit, and taking one, forcing the save for Reynades. One of the saves of the competition so far from Matias Reynades. The strike coming in there from Junior Palacios from the bench, the Colombian, forcing him to work. And what a brilliant save. Deflects, saved onto the bar. Again, well-timed run here on the far side. There's Moby Fair, leaving it for that overlap. Good sliding challenge coming in from Yamilson Rivera. The appeals are coming. It's going to be for Midnight Wizards to have the ball on that far side. What a brilliant save that was from Reynades. Down the other end of the ground, that strike coming through, and actually goes on to our set. Hopefully Elisha or Susanna or Duda are paying close attention over there in that corner. First time strike goes over the bar. Well over hit there from Benjamin Zamora. The Chilean skying that effort. Ariel Martinez calling for it. De La Terga going all the way to the corner to play out. Able to track that one in the air was Juarez. Now Sterikov can play. Good idea to shape it forward towards Guido, but lost out. Palacios getting stuck in. Couldn't help it on. Starikov was tripped. Free kick given. Is the Midnight Wizards who have the lead. There's that tackle coming in there initially, and then I think he just sort of tripped. Unless there was late contact there. Starikov is thinking about having a hit from this sort of range. You can see the intent in his strut. Frustrated with the movement that's ahead of him. Slid forward in towards Guido. It's played off him and out for the win to put it back into play. 10 minutes gone, less than 3 minutes away from our first game changer of the night. It's lifted forward, always going out of play down this near side. Zamora into Reynades. He's given the room. He'll take aim, and that one will go well over. BallerLeague.us, or scan that QR code on your screen if you want to get tickets to come to the Baller League Arena at Tropical Park in Miami. Come see a full evening's worth of the festivities. Got some great crowds here. Come to the arena. Starikov is stumbling and falling out of play. For the win, needing a response. Not wanting to concede a third corner, perhaps, to go down even further. Juarez. Thank you to those of you joining us from the CBS Sports Golazo Network as we are live with Baller League USA Match Day 4. You're watching our opening match of the night between For the Win FC, led by West Cole and Arcangel, and Ronaldinho's Midnight Wizards. We start the campaign with a perfect 3 wins from 3 coming into this 4th day of the Baller League USA season. Once again in the lead, a lead acquired through a fantastic strike from Rafael Chalera. Reynades into Fair, who shows well. You see good movement and good rotation. Of the sides we've seen at Baller League, this is definitely the side with the most evolved style of play and just play really good football. Exactly what they're doing. A little first-time touch there into Moby Fair. Fair was the #1 pick actually in the Baller League USA draft. Having previously played with the Portland Timbers, also in the USL Championship with Monterey Bay. Out on the West Coast. 20 seconds, Midnight Wizards more than fine just keeping the possession until we get to that game changer. Reynades nodded down for Starikov. Zamora. I think Zamora is going to be more than fine just running this out. Maybe inviting the pressure. And it is game changer time. Let's see it.
Let's take the stage higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
Okay then, so +1 it is. So again, this is a completely different set of rules that we'll see for the final 3 minutes. Essentially, we start at 1 against 1 with a goalkeeper. Once the goalkeeper puts the ball into play, they cannot be played back to. So it becomes a 1-on-1 situation. If he does, it's a penalty. After each goal that we see in 1+1, the game will see another player. So we'll start at 1-on-1 in terms of outfielders. If the goal gets scored, then it's 2v2, then 3v3, and so on. So that's what we'll see for this +1 game changer period. And the outfield players that'll step onto the pitch for either side. Manuel Juarez will come on for the win, and Malik Menana will go 1 against 1 here. So once Menana puts the ball into play, now cannot play back with his goalkeeper Reynades. He's got to run at Juarez and find a way towards goal, and then presumably the game will open up from there. One-on-one chance. Manana, bottom corner. Midnight Wizards make it 2-0. Such a key skill to be able to take a player on one-on-one, find a window to shoot and execute. Manana does it to perfection there. So now it's 2v2, and for the win, we'll have to find something. And it's Guades played it by Martinez. Guades' response! What a start to +1. 21 seconds in, we've already got 2 goals. And for the winner, back in the game. Lovely finish there from Manuel Guades. He's a league champion in Venezuela, played Copa Libertadores as well, so talking about players with serious pedigree here. So now it's 3v3 with the 2 players having been added. Martinez reading that pass well. Odd man advantage potentially, but instead he lost out in midfield. On plays Guido, will give to Sterikov off the post. And Palacios has it come off in last, and so it will be a corner to Midnight Wizards, which is the 3rd of the first half. It's now penalty kick time. It looks like it will be Eugene Sterikov who wants it. Coming up later, we'll have our Celsius energy point for 1 point in the standings. And it's actually Rafa Charella who will go later, but it's Sterikov now. Palacios is still on the pitch, 1 against 1. Sterikov, he puts it wide. He's had a couple of chances in a few seconds here to give Midnight Wizards a 2-goal advantage once more, but unable to convert. The player, as I mentioned earlier, has 6 goals in Baller League already. Poor pass there from Martinez towards Palacios. Former teammates with Miami FC. Haven't even had a minute yet of the +1 game changer. Pass back into play. The goalkeeper cannot touch it. So Palacios goes charging just a bit too aggressively there. Palacios with strong words towards the official there. There he goes bumping in once again on Guido. Sliding challenge, well won. Palacios gives to Arango. There's that strike that's just wide there. It was Guades, I apologize, who had that chance to get his 2nd goal of +1 time. Could have been the equalizer in the game. But Palacios, you can see there, putting in the full effort. Looking like he was playing once again at the very highest level. Here's Fair now in +1. Got about 75 seconds left. Nice little stutter step there to draw the defender. Lovely first touch, fantastic skill. Zamora for 3-1, denied. Still Zamora recovers, it's cleared out, and it's a goal kick. Huge chance there for Benjamin Zamora to make it 3-1. The goalkeeper responding. Martinez. This little first-time touch there. Martinez goes on his way. Has Rango behind him if he can see him. He tries the shot.
Good.
Controlled now by Fair.
Yellow ball, yellow ball. No, you touched it last time.
It's Midnight Wizards who will have it back. Midnight Wizards again will just have that possession play. Final 15 seconds, don't want to lose it. Gomez playing in the middle area here, and you can see a real understanding of the rules. You don't want to give the ball away, but they just have done. Good covering there from Fair. As Luis Morguillo was with the opportunity to charge in. And it is well managed there by Midnight Wizards at the end of +1. Could have easily been the equalizer for Manuel Guades. But he puts his effort wide. And so it's Midnight Wizards 2 for the win, 1 at halftime. For the win, we'll have to find some kind of response.
Keep controlling
Arcangel,
it. They will
let's
do
hear
the slice. They will kick
in
your
the
leg.
Midnight Wizards huddle.
Stay calm. The game is ours. The game is ours.
Hey, we always start the second half bad, so hey.
Let's go. Hey.
Arcangel allowing the coaching staff and the team to have a word amongst themselves. Let's listen in.
Tienes que ubicarlo rápido. Por eso estoy diciendo, se te mete atrás en transición para jugar por allá, cortar para la izquierda y pegar. ¿Me explico? Una rapidito. Lo que vamos a hacer cuando el tipo desde adelante venga en carrera, automáticamente cambiamos. Mira, lo que está mirando, mi hermano, le está matando. Yo hice que después para atrás. Otra cosa, no me pierdan la pelota para el medio, weón, no tires pase para el medio. Si va a tirar pase para el medio, que sea por arriba, que esté muy fuerte, claro. No ponga la mano de nosotros. ¿Está bien? ¿Listo?
Talking about the idea of playing direct and over the top rather than through the middle. It's the worst spot on the pitch to lose the ball, and it's in that sort of area. There you see right there that Ivan Arenas lost out. Quick turnover. It's Rafa Charella with the opening goal of the game for Midnight Wizards. So that really is the conversation point. And then Palacios, here's that earlier save. Deflection, save, crossbar. What an incredible sequence that was. And the Colombian so unlucky to have not gotten the goal there. And you can see the response there from Arcangel, who can't believe it. So we'll have the second half to kick off then here from the Baller League Arena.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's for the win, who will take the ball out, and it's lifted out. Actually just caught the ball. It's lifted over the camera here, pit side and right towards us. For the record, I caught it like an NFL punt returner. Well handled there by Gomez now from Midnight Wizards. Renatus. It's lifted first time out wide there by Rafa, just always going out of play. Palacios. Arango takes the first touch back towards the goalkeeper and then just calmly gets it back. Lifted forward, that very much what they were talking about at halftime, and the chance was there for Morquillo. He just slid to ground and couldn't quite catch it. Now on the pitch is Nico Gomez, the Colombian. Renatus and Sterikov. Played in the United States after a long time in Russia with New York Cosmos and Indy 11. Both now in the USL setup in the US. It's a soft touch back and it's well recovered here. Ball is lifted towards Emerson Rivera, but he just couldn't quite get to it. It was Arango who provided that effort in the press. Just hit a blind ball essentially. Now get a chance to play. Arango has to watch it go out. Just a bit too much there from Emerson Rivera, the Colombian. At one point, Rivera was bought for multiple $1 million from León in Mexico in the mid-2010s. Player with significant pedigree, once scored 8 goals in a Colombian league season. Sterikov doesn't really have much to pass into. The Midnight Wizards side very tightly closed down. See more of a man-to-man defensive setup here. Let's leave Renatus available. And a player down. There's a suggestion that he was in the face of Sterikov. Takes a strike on. Denied again by De La Terga. Just heads away to safety. There's an incident here with Guido Cachabue. And that's gone down. The coach, Pedro Piñeiro of Midnight Wizards, has the challenge flag in his hand. And he has thrown it onto the pitch. So we'll see the challenge. A contact there with Palacios. There doesn't appear to be much in it. And so now the referee will come over and have a look. Daniel Va and Randy Cook are our officials for this one, and it will be Daniel Va who will come over to the video screen to have a look here. So try and see if we can get a clean look at the incident. That's going to be a tough one to see off the ball.
I see it, but
Is there an arm thrown?
back it up, right.
It's right there on the halfway line.
His arm don't, his left arm don't move.
It's really tough to see from that angle. The referee is kind of going back and forth here, and we'll have the announcement. So the referee will come over and have a word here with the coach.
Pero no fue un pedazo, lo agarró con el brazo. Cuando fue a pasar así, lo agarró así y lo tumbó. Sí, I got it, 100%.
The referee says no further discipline required. So will be a free kick for Midnight Wizards, which in some ways was the appeal. Reynades tries, but now the goal's gaping. Martinez will try and chip it towards goal and forces the defender on the line to chest it down. Well handled there by Nico Gomez. Given away, Martinez has the overlap available, plays into Arango instead. Arango trying to scuff it towards that bottom right corner, but unable to really get anything on it. Good communication there between the For the Win players. Settled here in the corner. Starikov, and the diving header required there. Does go away for a corner. There's some demonstrating between the players as it was Juarez who heads away. So another corner flag up on the board in the favor of Midnight Wizards. They had a penalty in the first half, which was unable to be converted by Eugene Starikov. Midnight Wizards in the lead, hoping to maintain their perfect record. Go above Super Niños in the table, who are only above them on the basis of having acquired 1 Celsius energy point. For those who haven't stayed with us on Baller League, is a run of penalty kicks where each team sends one representative, and the last man standing who doesn't have a penalty saved wins. It's worth an extra point in the table. That one comes out for a throw. Arango to Martinez, nice combination play. Arango firing off target. And once again, low with power towards the corner, just couldn't quite hit that target. Scored so many goals in his career. Palacios skying that one forward. Fortunate for him, not hitting the ceiling, forcing Reynades to play, and now here comes the pressure, and you go and you leave a man exposed. Palacios covering well though, aggressive in the press. Taken down there on the far side was Morguillo in front of that bench. Both sets of players, both sets of coaches, giving the referee a lot to think about over there. Arango played back to Palacios. De la Terga has to provide himself as a passing option. Has to be careful. He'll take aim. Stings the palms there of Reynades, who could have tried to score, but elects instead to slide out. Angel watching on. Is For the Win, who will have possession after some debate. Arango with back to goal. That's an idea. Goes charging there on Starikov. Free kick will be given. Too much in it there from Juarez. full pace. Yeah. Going in like that, you have to go win the ball. The goalkeepers as passing options, a key part of a short-sided game. Both De La Terga and Renares have taken their opportunities to step forward. Got to be careful now. Just lifted forward from Gomez, taking no chances. You have a bump in the back there into Moby Fair. Another free kick. For the win, competing well. In the game, they're pressing high, but they have to go get a goal, at least one. Nice first touch there from Starikov. On we play. Chance here in behind, and it was a well-threaded ball into Pedro Tobias. Able to get clean purchase on the strike. Starikov wins it back. Starikov, another save required from De La Terga. He's given so much in these first few games, but it just won't go in for him tonight. 3 clear chances. Again, the goalkeeper coming all the way to halfway. Martinez will chip in, but it's given away. Starikov responding quickly. Rafa Charela has it now. His strike deflects, and De La Terga making sure to not get to the corner. Some appeals there from Charela as he went down over there on that far side. Nothing really interesting, the referees. Trying to take a lenient view of the game here at Baller League. Allow some contact to go. Palacios, good challenge. It'll come kindly from Martinez, but the bounce unfortunate for him to get an early strike away. Nice turn there from Juarez away from the trouble. Juarez, cross towards Martinez, who volleys in. Magnificently worked, but the offside flag is going to come up. The offside flag. This goal won't count, and the challenge flag is out already. So that goal doesn't count as it stands right now. So it's offside for the moment, and already the challenge flag is on the field. Celebrations cut short.
However, we have a player's challenge on the pitch. Let's see if the referee.
For a second time in this game, an incident will be reviewed. Is this one offside or onside? A fairly straightforward one, but I have to get the camera angle just right to see it clearly. So we'll see it here. There, the ball is struck. From that angle, I think it's a good goal. So the challenge is unsuccessful, is the look at it. It's difficult from the angle that we see to really determine whether or not it's onside. So in the end, it's determined no goal. So for the win, who put together such a nice passing move to get the equalizer, they thought. We'll have to find another one. Starikov lets it go. Fair after the nice dummy. Fair will lift to the back post. Chested down from Manana. And Starikov leaves it again. Fair! 3-1! Sometimes doing nothing is the right thing, and that's exactly what Eugene Starikov did there. Twice. Letting the ball go. Creating space for his teammates, and Fair finishing with aplomb. Fired in by Moby Fair for his first goal of Baller League. Bit of wizardry there from Starikov. Now you see him, now you don't. It's a challenge and straight away. So now for the win. Unlucky there. The ball in towards Arango, and that first time touch there is off target there from Morguillo. See the frustration in that dugout. Manana. Now we have seen Midnight Wizards employ that possession-based. Well, that's a heavy challenge there from Juarez. Referee lets it go though. Arango, as Moby Ferrer stayed down. That was a crunching challenge. De La Terga. And now play will be stopped so that Ferrer can get some treatment here. Catches the boot there as well. Obviously, no studs there on the indoor shoes, but just a bit of heavy contact there. Sportingly put back into play by Midnight Wizards. 2 minutes to go until the game changer. Shop.ballerleague.us to get the jerseys that one of these teams are wearing. Beautiful yellows of Midnight Wizards out of play from Arango, going out for Midnight Wizards to put the ball back into play. Will be fair, adding the third goal. That gives Midnight Wizards the advantage, looking to make it 4 victories from 4. For the win, gonna have to mount an epic comeback here. Let's go out of play. The ball into Arango. Challenge is coming in, turning. Midnight Wizards is swarming the ball. It's going to be given as a free kick here to For the Win. For that initial challenge here to Arango, he's going to want the room to take the strike on. There's a bit of a contest about where this one's going to be taken from. Arango could put it around the wall or over the wall. Arango hits it, deflects on its way through, and Reynades handles that one very well. Launched forward, De La Terga comes out to head it forward. Juarez, and this one the game becomes stretched. Fair. Manana. All the way back to Reynades. Probably the smart thing to do there, given the game state. So we'll largely come down to the game changer here in the second half. Knotted down, Fair. So strike on does go out for Midnight Wizards to put the ball back into play. 4, 3, and it's now time for the second half game changer.
Let's take the stage higher than you ever been. Stand tall like ever. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
And so it's 1-on-1. So for those unfamiliar with Baller League, it is just one player for each team on the pitch. The goalkeeper in the defensive situation cannot use their arms. The attacking player has 15 seconds to shoot. He'll approach the center circle, and you have to take the strike on from the center circle. You can go all the way up to the edge of it, but no further, and you have to strike and find the goal in beyond the player who is standing in the goal. And again, no use of the arms there, and there is a shot clock. So 15 seconds for each team. If the player in goal does use their hands, it is given as an automatic goal. So For the Win are going to have to handle this one perfectly if they're going to get any kind of result. There are draws in Baller League. We've yet to have one, though, so far through 3 match days. But For the Win, you're going to have to get this absolutely spot on, and a real chance here just to lay this one to rest here for Midnight Wizards if they get a goal here. 3 goals you think would be insurmountable even with the game changer. It'll be Rafa Charela to go first, who strikes well and always going wide. It was Juarez who went, and it's Arango who's going to go first. Here we go. He's got real power in that left boot. He's shown it throughout his career. He's going to have to be careful, though, with taking too long. Here's Arango. Just gets underneath it. To bring that impact as a player who's had such a prolific career. Has played in the US, has played in Mexico and in Europe. Now, what can Midnight Wizards do here? Manana lines up his hit. Oh, is going wide. Palacios will go next. For the win, they're gonna have to get at least 2 goals here. Give themselves a chance. 15 seconds for him to shoot. Palacios, who has real power in that right boot, has to set himself up. Palacios drives, and it's right at the head of the goalkeeper, who again can't use his hands, so he uses his forehead to deal with that one. Great stuff. Still Arcangel and for the win, struggling. Midnight Wizards trying to preserve the victory here. There's a subsequent effort, and there's the 4th goal of the game. Benjamin Zamora has all but ended this one. A 3-goal lead now for Midnight Wizards. Zamora with a brilliant hit. He had a great chance earlier to score. Couldn't quite convert, but makes it count in the game changer. And so, Midnight Wizards look destined for 4 wins from 4 from Ronaldinho's team. Martinez has to go quickly, has to get this one right. Curls, and there's a response. With a kiss as well at the end towards Reinares. Not much in the celebration, they've got to get on with it. Ten seconds now. Tobias hits and sends it over. Martinez will come right back on. There's still 87 seconds left here. Plenty of time for the win to get 2, maybe even 3 strikes. Is it all going to be at the left boot of Martinez? Goes again, and that one just didn't quite catch it. And he can actually play it. He can go. He can go, Reinares. He's going to run here, and he chips it, and Martinez heads it away, and now he can play it. Still a live ball. Martinez drives again low, just wide. The power in that left foot just running out. And I think Reinares will just calm things down here. 59 seconds left. 15-second shot clock. We're guaranteed at least 4 more attempts total. Starikov. Eugene Starikov off target. Another change now. It's going to be Victor Rojas, who will enter, the former Las Vegas Lights player. Here comes the Venezuelan. Rojas strikes with real venom there. That one into the netting in behind the goal. If you're Midnight Wizards, you're thinking first and foremost about taking every second off of that shot clock. As it stands right now, they can basically run out the clock and guarantee themselves a victory. That's exactly what's happening right now. Here's another strike. Good curling effort. Denied there was Guido Cachabue. Going quickly now, Juarez. He's got to go quickly. Juarez in the final seconds. Measuring his hit. And that very much would have been a consolation goal, as that one's off target. Midnight Wizards can just walk it out here. No sense really in doing anything other than just playing out the clock here. Let me go get a 5th goal. Why not from Zamora? He's going to get the crowd going. He's going to take one more. Zamora into the netting, and Midnight Wizards have secured a 4th win of the season. A perfect record, 4 wins from 4 for Ronaldinho's side for the Win FC in Arcangel. It is 3 consecutive defeats. They have not won since the opening